Maria Peterson. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are doing well. Not a lot to update you on. Nothing huge going on aside from the fact that my house is very messy and it's like really cold outside, like freezing cold. My hands hurt. It is so cold outside. We don't even have snow, so it's not even like the fun kind of cold. It's just cold. But anyways, I'm gonna warm up by doing a lot of things in my house because there's a ton of dishes. Don't mind the sound. Gary's playing with the toy because he doesn't care what I'm doing. He's just gonna do whatever he wants. I have a lot of catching up to do in my house. I have lots that I want to do with you. My kitchen is a mess. I have a grocery haul that I want to show you because I planned my meals out again this week because I am picking up on that again, trying to do that well. And we're also doing some lunch meal preps, which I will share with you. I've got a meal prep that I'm gonna do. Connor's been very excited to have the meal preps again. And honestly, it has gotten me to not forget about lunch on some days because I find lunch to be the least convenient meal of the day. But apparently you have to eat. We have a busy morning. I'm hoping I'll warm up enough to take the flannel off because I'm wearing the greatest shirt ever. See it? I'll link it. Hiss. Like kiss. Do you get the reference? If you do get the reference, subscribe to my channel if you're not already. If you don't get the reference, subscribe and you'll learn more. We have lots to do today, lots to get going. I am so glad that you are here. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found me. I do typically upload twice a week on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and it's typically this kind of chaotic chattering and lots of cleaning and organizing and decor. If we have time today, I might add some Valentine's decor to the hallway, but looking at my list, I don't know if that's gonna happen today. But I will share that with you in a video at some point in the near future. And if you're jonesing for some Valentine's Day decor motivation, I've already decorated for Valentine's Day this year and shared that with the world. See, I made these. There's even some fun DIYs in there. I have a playlist for Valentine's Day, so check that out and I'll link the video. It was fun. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. We are gonna get started. Again, if you're not already, subscribe. I would love to continue to hang out with you. I mean it. I do hope you are doing well. I hope your 2025 is chock full of all the positive vibes because that is what we are focusing on this year. But we are gonna start. I'm gonna share my grocery haul with you. We are gonna get the meal prep started in the crock pot, and then we are gonna tackle the astronomical amount of dishes that need to be done. We need to load the dishwasher, and then also hand wash some things, which is like the worst combination. So, okay, let's do it. Oh, and also my children are home today. It'll be fun. It's fun. They're fun. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, here. Where did you go? Okay, so this was a pretty small one. We haven't done like any big snack restocks or anything. So this is just a few little essentials and then stuff for dinners that we planned this week. The flank steaks were buy one, get one free. So I plan to do some carne asada tacos, which Gary's very excited about. So I got the flank steaks, and then we do usually a chicken-based meal prep for Connor and myself for the week, and then mostly for Connor. So we're gonna do a chili orange chicken bowl for Connor to do for a meal prep. So I got some chicken for that, which I needed like the orange juice, the marmalade, and then it also needed some mirin and this spicy chili crisp, which I'm excited about. So I needed some specific things for that, but it should be good and I'll be able to use this stuff in other things. And then I also need a chicken because we're gonna do some chicken burrito bowls one night for dinner. So I kind of doubled down on the chicken there, but it will go to good use. We just needed a couple restock things. I got a little bit more mayonnaise because my kids are probably 60% mayonnaise. I got sour cream to go with the tacos. We need more coffee creamer. We always have vanilla, and then right now this is my favorite, the cinnamon coffee cake. Oh, it's so good. And then whipped cream for the hot chocolate that we always have going on at our house. produce-wise, just a couple of things. I got some scallions, cilantro, and tomatoes. All this stuff will work into the various things. Mostly these for the meal prep. This stuff for the tacos, as well as the avocado and the lime. The pickles, we just needed more pickles. I really like these for breakfasts. They're really easy. I just put a little water in, microwave it, and you're good to go. This will get me to eat breakfast. I've been really bad about it lately. So I restocked on those and then just got a couple more little yogurt cups. I really like this Icelandic Provisions one. They have a bunch of different flavors and I just grabbed a couple. I got the strawberry lingonberry, wild blueberry and bilberry, raspberry, and then cherry and blackcurrant, which is really good. And finally, just a couple poppies. I love to drink something fizzy when I make dinner, but usually it's a little later and I can't do a lot of caffeine as it is anyways. And I've been really liking these probiotic sodas. The poppy one is really good. The rose raspberry is my favorite, but I've never tried the wild berry, so I'm really excited, and I can't remember if I've tried the orange cream either. So I normally just get whatever my favorite is, but I grabbed a couple other flavors to try as well, and I'm sure I won't be disappointed. But that is the haul. Just a few things to restock, but most of it will work into all the various dinners. So I just need to get this stuff put away. Oh, I'm really excited to try one of those. Okay, so here is everything for the meal prep. It's a chili crisp orange chicken. It's gonna be so good. Connor and I like things spicy, so we are definitely not afraid of this stuff, but I could understand how it might not be your thing if you're not really into spicy. You can definitely decrease the amount of chili crisp that you put in there. You put your chicken in the crock pot with a couple ingredients, just orange juice. We've got onion powder and garlic powder, pepper, and then some soy sauce, and some of the chili crisp, I believe. I have to look at the recipe though, but you get your chicken going, that cooks for a couple of hours, and then once it's ready, you take the chicken out and you use the sauce, and you, just with some cornstarch, you make like a proper sauce with the rest of the ingredients. So it's a two-step kind of thing. I'll make some rice to go with it, but it's gonna be so good and I'm so excited. Let's get the chicken in the crock pot, get that going, and then we will do all these dishes. Well, it has felt really good to get back in the swing of things with the meal preps. I was doing a lot of like leftover heavy dinners to make sure that we had plenty to eat, but my kids are relatively picky, and so picking out dinners I have to be very strategic with. And honestly, what's kind of relit the fire for me was kind of reframing the way I thought about it, trying to be positive and not see it as a chore. And I realized that I get to pick whatever recipes I want. Connor and I can choose something that we know the kids probably won't like, and that can be our meal prep for the week. So it's kind of just trying to reframe it, find all of the positives to motivate me to keep doing it again, because you can get really burnt out with stuff like that, and that's okay to take a break, but that's kind of how I've reframed it in my mind, and it's been really exciting to pick out recipes and to do new things for lunches. It's been really fun. Okay, so we've got our meal prep in the slow cooker, and we're gonna tackle all of the dishes. The dishwasher shouldn't take very long because it's mostly just some new meal prep containers that we got. We just got more of the same ones we've been using, but we realized we needed more because Connor preps all of his steel cut oats for his breakfast. So let's get the dishwasher unloaded, load up as much of it as we can fit in there of the dirty dishes, and then wash the rest. It looks bad, but I know a lot of these dishes can go in the dishwasher, so it won't take as long. I did realize though we're out of like all of our silverware, so it's good that I'm finally doing this, or we'll have to eat with our hands at dinner because I'm not gonna hand wash it right then.
Seems like you've been busy since you went away. I'm just flipping through your pictures, I can tell you look more than okay. Think I need help to feel as happy as you. Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do without you? It's like I'm
Well, that is the initial unloading of the dishwasher, but there's still so many more dishes to do. It just sat and sat. I honestly don't know what happened. It's been crazy. We've been really busy, but we're getting the dishes done. We're getting it taken care of. The kids have had their own tasks that they're supposed to do. Plus, sometimes the kids just need a down day, and I definitely wanted to give that to them. But if you'll see like every piece of silverware, and I don't know about you, but being excited to eat a meal and then realizing there's no silverware, the last thing I want to do is stop and wash a dish. I just want to eat. So it was good to just finally get all of this in the dishwasher and get it going. And there were just a few things left that I ended up having to hand wash. So there's a positive there. There wasn't that much that I couldn't fit, but I do try to fit as much as humanly possible in these dishwashers. And sometimes it works out great. Other times I went too hard. I tried and I failed, and I have to rewash a couple of things, but a lot of it is meal prep containers. So there is that, and we were successful this time around. I don't think there was anything that I had to rewash after this. So that was good, but we're going to get the rest of this hand wash stuff done. I hope you're doing well. Let me know down in the comments what you have going on. Do you try to just fill that dishwasher to the brim, or do you try to, fill it like it's supposed to be? You're not supposed to overfill it, but I want to make it count. I want every dish that I can possibly avoid hand washing to be in that dishwasher. But leave a comment. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know what your goals are when you load the dishwasher. Are you successful? Are you unsuccessful? Were you stressed out watching me do that? Because it felt great how much I was able to fit in there before I started it.
Still rough around the edges. I guess that some things never change. Yeah, I know that it's been ages.
Now I'm scrubbing out the sink. It did occur to me recently that I don't use the Dawn Power Wash to actually wash dishes very often. I use it for so many other things, but I rarely use it to wash the dishes. I get a lot of my cleaning products through the Grove company, they've got lots of natural products, and I use their free and clear dish soap exclusively to wash the dishes, and those are actually their walnut scrubber sponges as well. I love Grove for just some very specific items. I get all of my Myers through them. The Method wipes that I use a lot to clean in the bathroom, I get through Grove, and I use their free and clear soap for the dishes. So the Dawn Power Wash doesn't actually do much for me when it comes to dishes, but I do love to use it in the shower when I clean the sink. It's a very handy product, but I don't use it for dishes. All right, the dishes are finally all done. So we just have a couple of things to do downstairs. I need to wipe down all of the counters, and then we're gonna vacuum up all of the crumbs and everything off the floor, gather up any clutter in the living room, throughout the kitchen, get things vacuumed and tidied, and then we're gonna head upstairs and sort my laundry and get that started and make my bed and vacuum all the floors. There's still a lot to do, so let's start with wiping off all of the counters and we'll go from there.
'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool with me.
Sprinkles everywhere.
Maybe I am selfish, 'cause I want you to myself. Yeah, I know your friends are waiting, but we both know we wanna stay just like nothing has changed. No matter how hard you try, you cannot push me out, so just listen. I've been thinking of you since you broke it and moved to LA. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot get you out of my system. I know we both have some things left to say. Can you stay a little longer? Can I make you change your mind? Yeah, I know that it's over, but can we stay here for a while until everything's alright again? That's cool with you, cool with you.
Let I'm almost done wiping down the counters. It's always time consuming. And this corner sink, I love having the corner sink. I think it's really nice. But like getting all the way back into that corner is challenging. So I don't do it a ton. So I'm sure there's like stuff back there. Although I did wipe it down before I put the Valentines up. So it's not too bad. But the corner sink definitely has pros and cons. It's really nice. But like the cabinet was really hard to organize. It was hard to come up with solutions for that. I managed and it's great now. But corner sinks, corner cabinets are challenging. I did share that with you guys though. I did show you how I did my corner sink cabinet there. And I'll link that video. But oh man, it was a challenge to get that all organized and find things that would fit in there. But figured it out in the end. But like I said, I'm almost done wiping down all the counters. I love having all this counter space, but it is definitely a labor of love to get everything wiped up and try to keep the clutter to a minimum. But you know, with 5 people living in the house, it's inevitable. So I try not to get too upset about it when things get really cluttered, like right after I clean, but I'm also a human. So sometimes I just feel a lot of big emotions that we would not necessarily add into the positivity category. But I am now gathering up all of the darts. I lost count. We made the mistake of getting them big giant Nerf guns for Christmas, and now there's just darts everywhere. And the biggest problem is because Gary absolutely loves the darts. They are one of his favorite toys. He loves it when you throw them for him, and he will like bring you a dart and ask you to throw it. So even if the kids have cleaned everything up, Gary will take it upon himself to make sure that there's just darts everywhere. It's between the darts and the pom-pom balls. And right now he is very fixated on those darts to the point where like he kept Connor up the other night because he was so desperate to find a dart and we didn't have any in the room. So he had to go find one. I was asleep because we'd watched a show, and I've mentioned the second you turn the TV on, I'm pretty much going to be asleep. So I felt great in the morning, but Gary was so determined to get those darts. But I'm going to finish up vacuuming here, and we are going to continue cleaning up throughout the house. I've got laundry that I need to get sorted and started. I want to clean up my bedroom, the kids' bathroom as well. The living room here is not too bad, but I'm going to tidy that up too. And as you can see, took advantage of what I had available to me, and it was a lot easier to get all those toys back upstairs, or at least to the stair basket where I usually leave everything. But let's get this carpet vacuumed. We're going to go upstairs, sort my laundry, and kind of go from there. Keep harnessing that energy and just get as much of the house tidied up as I can. We are upstairs. Yes, that is the curtain rod from my kids' bathroom. Comment down below if you think you know why it is no longer up and why it looks very bent right in the middle. I bet you can figure it out, but comment down below. First person to get it right. Maybe you'll get a prize. We'll do like a little fun surprise giveaway. But curtain rod bent in the middle, and it wasn't me. That's the only hint that I will give you. But I've got my laundry sorted, getting that started. My oldest does his own laundry. My middle guy, he's actually learning how to start his own laundry as well. And Alice's was also done because I stay on top of hers. She has big opinions about the things that she likes to wear in the mornings, and I really don't like being late. So we've found a good balance, but I'm going to set my timer. We're going to move on and clean up my bedroom. Still got quite a bit to do. Okay, so laundry is all sorted, started, got that going. So we're gonna tackle my bedroom. I just need to make my bed and like dust and vacuum, and I'm probably gonna fold those towels and put them away. And then really, I just wanna tidy up my kids' bathroom and vacuum the stairs, and we'll check in with our meal prep and be done. It's so sunny outside. I love it when I don't have to turn the overhead lights on because it just gets so bright in here. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, let's make my bed. Also, Gary is just living his best life in here. Check him out. It's Gary's world. We just live in it. He's adorable. He was trying to drag his blanket out. I'm not sure where he was going to try to take it, but he's not quite strong enough yet. So it'll be a while before he can do that. But he has just discovered that blanket. I bought it right before we got him because I thought, oh, he's going to love this blanket to lay on, like on the end of our bed. And he never used it. So I just threw it with the rest of the Gary beds that were rejected. The only bed he wanted was Harley's old bed, which I don't blame him. It's a really nice bed and it smells like Harley, and he probably misses her as much as I do. So we put Gary's beds in the Harley bed, and he still sleeps in the Harley bed, but he has discovered how snuggly and warm that blanket is. So we're getting somewhere with the Gary beds, but I don't think I'll ever need to get rid of the Harley bed in the room, which I'm kind of not mad about because I miss her desperately. But the bed is almost made and we still have lots to do. And I'm going to warn you now, I mentioned vacuuming the stairs a number of times, but I do in the end forget to do it. So I'm so sorry. Don't forget to vacuum your stairs. Oftentimes Connor and I only have time for like a date night in, and we like to get sushi from the local sushi place. It's so good. And one of my favorite things to do, which might be controversial, is to eat it in bed. Like sit on our bed and we watch something, and I love it. But I put a picnic blanket on our bench here, and then I will lay it out so we don't get food on our white bedding. Because you don't want to sleep with crumbs, you know what I mean? Or rice, caviar, whatever. So I just keep an extra blanket right here on the bench, and it's our dinner blanket. I just lay it out. Do you do that? Is that weird? Don't tell me. It's perfectly normal. It's weird that you don't do that. You can't tell, but I'm just shifting around all the books that I had big intentions to read and have started but have not finished yet. I am working on ACOTAR, and I am working on the Fourth Wing series. The third book has come out, very exciting, and Connor got me this little duck light, which sometimes is very fitting of my mood by the end of the day. But this, look at it, it's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that little light, and it's actually pretty bright. We don't use the lamps as much in the evening to wind down because Duck Lamp does it. But I have been, like I said, reading. There's a ton of books on my nightstand that I have high hopes for and that I do plan on reading, and they're all kind of partially read, and that's also a problem because sometimes I'll think about one of the books and I won't remember like accurate details because I've started too many books. I used to be in a number of book clubs. I've always really loved reading. It's been really fun. It's just harder with the kids and the schedule to stay on top of. So I have just kind of reignited that fun, and the Fourth Wing series, it's a little steamy, but very fun. And I finally, is it ACOTAR? A Court of Roses and Thorn. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering it, but I have the first book, and from what I understand, it is a very good book. And again, I've only read like the first few chapters, and Fourth Wing and the ACOTAR series are very similar, so I did have some trouble remembering details, but I'm really heavily invested in the Fourth Wing series now, so I'm going to finish up the third book and then really give my heart to the ACOTAR series again. And so you'll probably hear about that endlessly for a little while. But apparently I like fantasy books. I didn't know that about myself. But I've been enjoying them. So leave down in the comments, do you have a favorite series that you really like? I love a good series. I love a gift that keeps on giving, especially one that's already been heavily made, and so I can just really lean into it and not have to wait. That would be ideal. But I am open-minded. So, leave a comment. What are you reading right now? Honestly, it's kind of sad how much less is in here, because when Harley was still alive, she was filled. Oh, I miss Harley. Okay, I'm gonna fold these really quick, and then we are gonna tackle the kids' bathroom, vacuum the stairs, and then all that is left is checking in with our meal prep and getting that all done. But we're almost done, and I'm actually a little ahead of schedule for myself. Well, I did manage to fold all those towels. Folding the laundry is not one of my favorite things, but I've been really trying to just see the positives and not dwell on the negatives. I love having the laundry folded. I don't love folding it because it can get tedious and boring. But positives are, now it is folded. Now I finally have hand towels again downstairs because I was pretty much out. So a lot of positives. And it's not sitting in a basket on the floor in my bedroom. Also a positive. So overall, the positives outweigh the negatives of having to take time to fold the laundry. So there you go. There's your fold your laundry motivation. Think of the positives. We're now in the bathroom. I am washing my kids' bathtub with the Dawn Power Wash because remember, I don't ever really use it on dishes. I use it everywhere else. And it does a really good job of breaking down like the body oils and the buildup like in the shower and the bathtub. So that with the combination of a Scrub Mommy, those sponges are good. It is not a gimmick. I absolutely love the Scrub Daddy and Scrub Mommy sponges. They do such a good job getting the buildup off of like my shower. I have an all glass shower and the bathtubs. It just does a really, really good job. So I'm going to get this all scrubbed. I finally warmed up enough to take off the flannel for a minute. And that shirt really energized me. I did say that if you subscribed and you didn't know who Kiss was, that you would learn. And so it was a band that started back a long time ago, but not crazy long. I believe they got together in the 1970s. I do know that they went makeup free at some point in the 1980s, and people were not happy about it. And that they've had a number of different people, but Gene Simmons, the only name of a bandmate that I can remember, has a really long tongue, and he's been an OG member and always been part of Kiss. But they have had different drummers, and I believe the bassist has swapped out too, but my memory is failing a little bit, and I am talking to you, so I don't have the ability to Google that right now. But they're a band, and they sing some really fun music. They've gone on a number of reunion tours. They've been doing it for quite a while, longer than I've been alive, but they really love to rock and roll all night and party every day. And my dad was really into heavy metal music when I was growing up. He had very long blonde hair. Sun-In was a regular staple in my house, and if you know what that is, make sure you're subscribed because I know what it is. But we had a lot of Kiss played around my house, and the shirt, as you can see, you can't see it very well, but the cats have fun makeup on because the members of Kiss painted their faces. A lot. It looked like that took a long time, and everybody only knew them by their makeup until, like I said, they decided to go makeup free and show their faces, and people weren't happy about that. People were disappointed, which I don't know how I feel. You know, let them be who they are. But from my research, because I wasn't alive then, a lot of people did not enjoy makeup free Kiss. But makeup Kiss is fun, and now I have this really cool shirt of cats. One of the makeup guys, he was the cat man, so the one that's fitting for the cat shirt as well. It all ties together. I'm not good at linear or explaining things right now in this very moment, but now you're educated. Kiss is a good band, and I listened to a lot of heavy metal growing up, and that might explain a little bit more about me and my personality. I'm also a classically trained singer. I can sing opera. And have done that for a heavy metal song for my dad.
I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. My lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling.
I'm nearly done with the bathroom. All that's left is mopping, but I do want to jump a little later into the night real quick and check in with the meal prep. We did not forget about it. There is the chicken all done in the crock pot. The only thing I would suggest is remember to flip it. I didn't, and so it was all dark and delicious looking, but then the tops were kind of blonde, but it still turned out really, really good. But I pull all of the chicken out, I put it in the bowl, and I just shredded it with the tongs. It was so tender. And then you use all the juices left in the crock pot. You cook it down, you reduce it for a little bit, and add in your ingredients. It's marmalade. We've got the ginger paste. It also called for more of the chili crisp, which is so good. And it has rice vinegar and honey in it as well. And you mix that all together, cook it down for a bit, and then add a cornstarch slurry, which is just cornstarch and water to help thicken it up. And the sauce smelled really, really good. I don't love recipes that add in an extra step all the time like this, but the recipe was just too good looking. I had to do it, and it was definitely worth the extra time to make it. It turned out really, really good. But once your sauce is all ready, you add it in with the chicken, mix that all up, and then we made brown rice to have with it. It portioned out into 10 good sized meals, and we topped that with the green onion, and it turned out really, really, really good.
I never meant to hurt you, but I'm in love with myself. 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 I want you to know I won't let go, even if I couldn't love you back the same way you've been loved. Let me always. Please understand and take my hand.
Well, my friends, that is everything that I have for you. I hope that you found this motivating. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know down in the comments if you tried the meal prep. I think it turned out so good. And it was really nice to have that all pretty much done by the end of the day, especially after everything that we got done. But again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate it. If you aren't already, subscribe to the channel, continue to hang out. I would love that. But otherwise, thank you again for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Bye.